So something happened yesterday that made me want to talk about kind of everything, the web. This kind of meta. This isn't about games and stuff. So if you don't hear, you can tune out. If you don't know, I have been around since the commercial internet, right? So I was on BBSs before then. Always kind of been active in that community. And I remember mid '90s hearing about the internet, trying to figure out the internet, and realizing, this could be really big and cool because we had Usenet. We were on Usenet. Like we saw that Usenet is a big discussion board with either a lot of moderation or no moderation, depending on how you accessed it. And Usenet was interesting, but not interesting. And so it was news groups, right? And it just conversation. But so the commercial internet starts coming around. I had been a bartender at one point in New Orleans where people came in you probably don't know about this in New Orleans, but every week there's a new community that shows up because there's a new convention in town. And as a bartender, you learn this is a lousy community. We're going to bail on it. This is a great community. And we had stuff we did. We did magic tricks and stuff. And like you kind of got your patter down. And as people came by, you could refine that because it's going to be a new crowd next week. You didn't have to keep changing, right? And so I thought for the internet, man, there'll be 1 million people come by. I can just do one joke on a web page and I'm done. I can retire. I don't know. I don't know how you make money yet on the internet, but no one knew. So there's all that going on. And I make some jokes about video games on a website called Old Man Murray. Eric sees the first review I do. He writes 10 more reviews that are even funnier. And it kicks off and that becomes Old Man Murray. And back then the internet was very small and we all kind of like would get screwed by ad companies because ad companies started showing up and that's how you were going to make your money, right? And so I remember at one point we hosted Penny Arcade because they got kicked off their ad group. At one point, Something Awful was installing adware. I mean, he did some stuff that I really disliked. But like we all talked, we all knew each other, we all tried to figure it out. But the good thing was it was ours. We could move it to another server. We could move to another ad network, but the content was ours. And that world has gone away. That world has gone to where we are now, where we post on social media and our output is on TikTok or YouTube. By the way, I'm on TikTok and YouTube, both, same name. And I started doing YouTube, just throwing it up there and not really caring. And then some articles hit. I started growing some group there. And I realized also this setup I have here with the camera and this microphone, I shouldn't touch the microphone, is a lot better than the phone for audio. And so I like doing this and then squishing it down, though. Okay. So, but we're all on other platforms, and that always scares me. So it scares me because last night on TikTok, I uploaded the video I did about discovery, about video game discovery, and they flagged that as stolen content. It's my own content. It's me. I don't know what to tell you. But they did. I appealed it, and they accepted it. Fine. Okay, cool. And then I made a joke about Excel. I did not put this on YouTube because this was a TikTok only thing. Where on TikTok, hell, I'm in some Excel world where I just get Excel videos all the time. And I made the joke there on TikTok, and someone started posting about Excel in the comments, and I just said, "I hate you." It's a joke, right? That comment got flagged as against community guidelines as well. I appealed that as well, and that got rescinded. But it's that flagging, and it's that there's somebody else that can decide my content for me and decide what to do. Now, I'm a tiny account. I'm not verified on any of these platforms. I haven't tried to do that or anything. I don't know. I like to see, like I was telling a young developer yesterday, I like to see how these platforms work so that as I interact and want people to show my games, I have an understanding of what their goals and their missions are. If you've never streamed on Twitch, even if you stream other places, you should, because their onboarding is amazing. It gives you these little incremental goals you can go after, and it's fun, and it's beautiful. Okay, I don't do on Twitch much anymore. I go on YouTube instead because I have a base there. Twitch is peeing in the wind. You know what I'm saying? So hang on, I'll get to that in a sec. But so that worries me, right? And so that's why now, like, I want to be on multiple platforms because in case something happens. YouTube tends to be a little bit more the Wild West, but YouTube doesn't let me block people. So I posted something about a dog whistle the other day. And there's a bunch of YouTube comments that were like, hey, yeah, that's awesome. And I'm like, I don't want you to see my content anymore. I want you to go away. And I can just hide them from other people seeing them on my platform, but they can still consume my content. And that is a mistake for YouTube, I think, because that doesn't enforce that this is bad behavior. Now, TikTok goes a little too far, right? And it's on the other side where we're like all in church. But YouTube doesn't go far enough and doesn't give me as a creator sense of agency and control. And that's what I want, right? And so I think about that a lot because like I can post these videos as well on, my web page. I have chetsucks.com and go visit. Got to add some more things to that, by the way. But I don't think there's value in there. I don't think there's ads to be made in there and like how all of that. Like I run a bunch of web pages after Old Man Murray, right? And did a bunch of ad stuff, and I did a bunch of affiliate marketing as well. And made like a really good living. At one point, there were major companies that I was like their number 1 or 2 salesperson in affiliate marketing. We used to rank above Dell in search results for Dell laptops. Those are some good days. But like, right, it was all, the world's changed. I don't want to go back into that. Though I tried to get TikTok to allow digital goods into affiliate programs so that we could have our game be part of the affiliate program. So I thought that would be cool. And they were not down for that. But so, yeah, and I don't have an answer for what I'm saying. I have a worry for what I'm saying. And that is that we are putting all of our lives and our work into these third parties that we have no control over that can take it away. And so I am putting stuff other ways. I'm not going to, like, even if I put it on a website, I'm going to back it up to some other format. I don't know, right? And no one goes to websites anymore. You don't. You go by accident, right? So to say, I guess if you see me on TikTok, I'm also on YouTube. If you see me on YouTube, I'm also on TikTok, and that's just because I'm worried. Also on Mastodon and Blue Sky, but I mean, like those are interesting, right? So I was a verified user on Twitter. I had almost 40,000 followers. And Musk's change before I did anything. Musk's change were so bad that when I had less than 1,000 followers on TikTok, I had more engagement. You can argue with me on this and you'll be wrong. But Elon Musk is a white nationalist. I do not want to support him in any way. I do not want to support him in his endeavors. He's trying to tear down institutions that protect us. But it's just like, I don't want to give him money, and I don't want to support him, and I don't want to support what's happening there because it's called boiling the frog, right? They're slowly making it worse and worse. When he brings back Alex Jones and then whitewashes what Alex Jones did, that is him slowly boiling the frog to just make it worse and worse and worse. Blue Sky maybe is going to become the same thing though, right? I don't know. It's not. It's fine. It's quiet. It's fine. In Mastodon, people yell at me all the time. I should retweets, and I get told not only is that wrong, but I shouldn't talk about it because I'm not smart enough as they are or something. I don't know. I really don't like Mastodon for that. But I asked about books or I asked about a movie, and everyone helped. So there. I'm on Mastodon and Blue Sky, same name, just Chet Felsik. I'm not creative. So yeah. So that's my worries going forward, that we have this. That was my hope of Web3. That was the one hope of Web3, that we'd have decentralized stuff like this so that we could go back to that world. But it ends up everybody wants centralized. Everybody wants, it's like all these streaming services. We're just going to rebuild cable at some point because it's just all easier and we're all lazy. I'm lazy. So yeah, there's no point to this, I guess, except to lament the state of where we are and where we were and how web pages at least gave us some agency, and we are losing that. And that worries me because we can just all get knocked out for stupidest reason. So that's my concern today. Have a good day.